come through my way. And I had the little spot in the tray. It was my old house, you know what I'm saying? It was a shotgun house, but it was nice. And,
When you look up your name and you look up the credits, like, it's your name on the majority of a lot of these classic albums.
Pimpin' the Pen?
Yeah, Pimpin' the Pen is just like you over and over again.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this is the producer for every single song. And so you're saying your first, Swangin' and Bangin' is literally you. That's your first song.
That's my
that's your first.
That's first song playing.
Yeah.
Like everything else, I'm pressing a button and I'm mixing a certain sound. Like if you listen to like the song on ESG's album, "Ain't One Thing's Another" or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was crazy with the blends. Like I'm listening to 2300 Jackson Street by the Jacksons, and I can hear Brick House under it, and that's all I would do for the track. It would be basically, and then I would finger something out like like that, or
I understand.
I didn't know how to really like play. You know what I'm saying? So,
From the Dr. Dre School of Production.
Right. You know how it go.
He's like, it sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. So I started figuring out like let me start playing with these sounds that I have in my head. And you know how you could bang out some chords. You can stumble upon something and be like,
oh, yes.
Holy shit, I can build off of that 4 bars right there. So that's what that's all my stuff comes from that. Like I build tracks now off of really 4 bars.
That's how to do it, man.
And then, add from there.
Yeah.
Once you got the original melody, man, so I don't know. I'm still going at it though. It was crazy.
You are still going at
really
it. As a matter of fact, this will be. It might be a little early, but let's play the other ESG video because you're still going at it. You and ESG are together for your recent compilation. Mm-hmm. You're still putting out music, and you two are still working together on stuff.
Yeah, bro. That's Ronetta. That's Ronnie Spencer's daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she hard. She got a lot of talent, man. Her voice is crazy.
Yeah, her voice is smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear it. Like, that's not like a lot of studio work on her voice.
No, she's legit.
That's that's doubles. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, she's legit.
Wow.
So let's go back. When you're talking about you are in Louisiana, but then the deal with Priority comes up.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's happening next then? Because you and ESG craft out that first album.
Right. So we when we got the deal with Priority, it was like right after we had did the first Box birthday bash. So I'm telling you this because it ties into your question. It's like Puffy and Biggie were there. Right at the first buy, it was Montel Jordan and Bad Boy and all them or whatever, and we did that Swangin' and Bangin' song at that Box birthday bash, and Puffy, he was like Puffy was like, man, I want them boys. So at that point, I'm like, okay, now we going on some other shit. I'm really about to leave school. That's how I, ended up leaving school, but we didn't sign with them. We did get his manager, you know what I'm saying, which was, it took us into some other doors early,
That's good.
Yeah, so and at that point, I'm like, man, now I gotta leave school. So
just to know, why didn't you sign with Bad Boy?
Man, because it was like Biggie was there.
Yeah.
And it was not like his money was like it is now. You know
I understand.
What I mean? So it's like we were gonna be, man, there was a lot of, I'm talking about JD. They wanted to come.
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, they wanted.
I can understand that.
Yeah, because it was
Southern
like,
aficionado, Jermaine Dupri, of course.
He's gonna come tap in. You know what I'm saying? But then the man stepped in.
Who? Okay.
All
right, we get it.
We get it.
The man stepped in and it changed. Then we're all fucked up. Now we're like that type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
But you went later on to do deals with the man, like a publishing deal with the man.
Did.
Yeah.
I did. You know why?
Why?
His wife and my mom are cool.
That's 100.
Okay.
That's good.
That works it out.
That's positive.
I was protected.
I understand.
What's it like to see, I guess, your work kind of come full circle like that, where we're talking about with the Grammy nod, with the Drake thing? Because as soon as that beat hits, it's like He really is.
I mean, just to clarify
like
for the listeners, Drake on Hell Yeah Fucking Right sampled Swangin' and Bangin' by ESG. It's the whole
basis of the song. Like, as soon as it starts, you're like, that's Swangin' and Bangin'.
Yes.
Like, it's such a, I'm not going to say it's a weird sample. It's like such a raw set. Like, it literally sounds like he just pressed the tape recorder. And I was like, yo.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, you know what that gotta do come
Oh,
from?
thank you for
Tell
telling
us. Tell
Please.
us.
Man, people don't understand.
We want. That's what this is for.
That's my favorite part of the whole entire song.
Yeah. So you know how back in the day they used to have a lot of soundtracks, like movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
Man, they have some ill stuff on them soundtracks. If you dig into them, like, you know what I'm saying. So I was the soundtrack king or whatever. But that comes from, you remember the movie Trespass?
Yeah.
There's a Public Enemy song on there.
Yeah.
And Chuck D says, that's Chuck D.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I was a big Public Enemy fan. Like, that was me. Like, E and all the people that tell you, like, my style was more like East Coast.
Yeah.
Bomb Squad. Yeah.
All of that shit. Leaders of the New School.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that was like what I was into. You know what I'm saying? And I would, anytime I see a soundtrack with like some of that on it, I would go dig into it for just to listen.
I can understand.
It's always interesting hearing like so many, because you have these producers from that area that are so influenced by the East Coast, but then you also hear so many people on the East Coast that were like, oh, no, we were listening to Houston.
Yeah.
Like, they come, like you say, Diddy and JD and all these other people were like, oh, no, we was listening to Houston.
Oh, trust me, when they changed, when they did Juicy and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, we influenced them heavily.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you can hear it in Juicy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you could hear
us.
it. Yeah,
that all that was coming like around that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, but it's all good. But yeah, just like they did, they were able to handle their business. So that's why they're successful.
Yeah,
you got to handle your business.
Speaking of handling business,
hey,
when you were handling your business, selling beats, how much were you generating?
At that time,
yeah,
I was doing well. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting like 10,000 a week.
10,000 a week.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, I was making like 10 grand a week, and at that time, I was, I was hitting them. Some weeks would be bigger, and some weeks would be 8.
Yeah,
but I was getting 10 a week, like just selling beats.
That's great.
Yeah.
But as far as that goes, speaking of business, getting to that, how was your business with selling the beats?
So my business was all fucked up selling the beats because I was so okay. Imagine this: I'm 19, 20. My family is not I don't come from like rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? My parents had a business.
Okay.
But I never had money. You see, I had things though. Like, I had cars. You know what I'm saying? But I never physically had money in my pocket.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So people thought I was, I ain't never had money.
Yeah, cold hard cash.
And I'm 19, 20, and I'm starting to make 10 a week selling beats. And I'm like, I already had the car, so it made me look even like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Doing something.
Yeah, but I wasn't taking care of the business part of it.
Man.
Because I was caught up, And luckily, man, the whole crazy spin about the thing is that the one song that I went back and got first was Swangin' and Bangin'.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah, so when the thing came around with the Drake gig, it was like, man, of all the songs, you know what I'm saying?
When you say went back and got, so when you went back and got, like, what are you saying?
I got
like,
my rights.
So you went back and got the rights to. So what made you decide, like, Swangin' and Bangin', that's got to be the one, as opposed to because you got.
No, I went and got all of them.
Okay,
but that was the one I initially got to see how I was gonna go. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was, I guess, about 10 years. 8 years before this, the whole Drake gig is when I, was able to take care of this stuff. You know what I mean? So, but, bro, it's hard, man. It's like if I look back and I tell these youngsters right now, like, dude, the money cool, but you don't know what you're making right now. Like, some kid that's 2 years old right now might want to do your song, and if you don't own that motherfucker, you got to fight to get back in it. You know what I mean? And most kids don't have the means to go fight that. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the means, and some lawyers will take the case, but if you're fighting like a big entity, like you fighting somebody with real money, they're gonna keep delaying. You know, they're gonna keep big money. You know how it go. Big bank take little bank.
Take little bank.
Until you drained out. You drained out. You don't have nothing. But luckily, you know what I'm saying? Faith in God and being a little smart, nerdy kid, I was able to go back and get my rights in my publishing.
And you say you did that about like 8 years ago. So I mean, just to be prepared for anything happening.
Yeah, I still don't have all the songs.
Huh.
I'm still, it's because, man, my catalog is long.
Yeah.
And you got like people who don't, you got to find them. They're not functioning in the industry anymore.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then you got to find them. Then you got to, how it goes.
What prompted you to just go? I guess around that time, what prompted you to say, "Let me go get the rights back to the songs"?
Nah, because I understand like I understand that how music goes around and around. You know what I mean? Like the cycle of music comes back around, and you can hear like the changes and the shifts of music. Like I knew that the crunk era was coming. You know what I'm saying? With the Atlanta crunk, like Lil Jon crunk shit.
Yeah.
Like I knew that was coming, the energy, and I could feel like what they got going on now is like the kids. That's how they live. I work with kids all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I know their energy.
Mm-hmm.
But music, it ain't never really gonna go away. They're gonna have to tap back into it some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like we're too creative of people to not listen to what's out there. You know what I'm saying? The internet really brings it more to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Because we have access to get to whatever song we want to at any time.
Yeah,
That's true.
I would say too, like we've talked about this before. I think, especially the kids coming up now, I think they are much more in tune and have a much larger catalog to pick from. There have been, because people, I guess my age and older especially, kind of push aside the newer artists, like, oh, they don't listen to. But I'm like, if you listen, like, who's the dude we went to, like, they'll be sampling like so many songs that I'm like, oh, this song. I'm like I was at one concert. I'm like, you sampled Missy?
Yeah.
Like everything is like keeps coming around full
cyclical.
circle, and it's like
man.
if you're savvy about it, it's like everybody could be making money. Like it's like, yo, I want y'all to make money, and y'all should be making me money just sampling my music. Like I want that to happen.
Yeah. Like I mean, Travis, whoever, go get it, man. Sample it. You know what I mean? I got it now. You go, man. I swear, I'll make you one to sample. Shit. You know what I mean? Like that's where it's at, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like to see the shift in the check. You know what I'm saying? The check that we got from, when we did the Drake gig to the checks that I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a different type of check. Man.
Yeah. Doesn't it come more consistent? Every time, after,
it's coming.
After every season, you get it.
It's a check where you don't have to run around as much.
That's great.
Like Drake running around pumping it, but it's like it's still the money's coming back to you.
More people find you out.
Yeah,
man, it was great. I mean, that was a whole boost in my career. Like that gave me more juice. That gave me, more. It gave me a push into the new millennium. You know what I mean? So,
Plus the Grammy nod too.
I mean,
that came from owning the song.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the writer, so my Grammy nomination was for a writer.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? Because he did the production, but I got a Grammy nom. You know what I'm saying, for being a writer of the music on the song.
I understand.
Yeah,
so you're composing the song. So yeah, of course.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have handle my business.
Oh yeah,
and, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good though.
No, I mean to anybody listening, I mean that's a good. That's why we wanted you on. Cause I think when I was talking to somebody when the Drake song first came out, they was like, "Oh man," it's like, I was like, "No, I think he owns that." Like I said, I think they own stuff. So I say, "Yo, that's real.
Yeah.
Like that works out well for you."
Yeah, ESG got the call. Called me. Was like, "Man, listen to this shit." just like that.
So they already had it recorded,
And
and it was like, yo.
Bro, they already had it recorded.
Oh,
They
it was
had
like
They had
done.
that shit done.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to that whole, I'm like, what the fuck, And man, the second verse came on, and it was Wheezy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
How does it feel to hear it full circle of working with the Hot Boys
Yeah.
prior to their blow up,
Yeah.
and then hearing Wheezy when he's Wheezy?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he was really Wheezy.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to school in Louisiana, like I said, like college.
Yeah.
And,
What school you went to?
It was called USL when I went there. Now it's called University of Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raging Cajun. So, man, we had the club Strawberries down there. You know what I'm saying? So,